Hello, class 9th students. Greetings of the day. Today we are going to study the first chapter, which is the Harappan civilization. In this chapter, we are going to study about Harappa, which was found near River Ravi in Pakistan, today's Pakistan. Uh, Before starting chapter, we will have to make the two words very clear to us. First is the Harappan, and the second is civilization. Harappa is a name of a city which was found in Pakistan in Montgomery district or today's Sahiwal district of Pakistan near River Ravi, right? And civilization means, you can say, it was an advanced stage of human cultural development. We will come to civilization later on. First, let me just give a brief introduction about this, then I'll explain you the literal meaning of these two words also. Harappan civilization, in year 1921 and 1922, some railway construction work was going on in, you can say, northwest province, right? Then in today's Pakistan, what happened, they found a city which, first they found some structures, and later on they discovered that, okay, it was a group of buildings, and then they come to know that it was a complete city which was buried under the earth, right? And that city was near River Ravi, right? So that city was named Harappa, and that was the first city to be discovered, right? And later on, what happened? A series of excavations was carried out, excavation work was done, and then uh, we found so many cities like Lothal, like Kalibangan, like Chanudalo, Sutta Gandur, or Mohenjo-daro. So many other sites were discovered near River Indus and various other rivers like Beas. Okay, but a number of cities were discovered near River Indus. So later on, these the civilization which belongs to all these cities was collectively called, you can say, or came to be known as Indus Valley civilization. But in this chapter of our book, it is written Harappan civilization because it was the first site to be discovered. Now, let us begin with the meaning of the word civilization. Civilization, what is the meaning of civilization? See, we people know that a civilized person or an uncivilized, what is the difference between uncivilized and civilized person, right? So likewise here, civilization is actually an advanced stage of human life, or advanced stage of human cultural development, right? In that stage, what happens? The human life is developed to have a evolved city, or evolution of city takes place. They have surplus food, they have division of labor, system of writing, public building, development of technology, right? Like if we start from the Paleolithic age, then our ancestors were just hunters and gatherers, okay? They were hunters and gatherers, and they were involved in uh, producing their food or collecting their food, doing hunting, going on hunting, and then collecting berries and fruits. They were just remained busy in all these activities only, right? They didn't know about other activities. Then what happened? Gradually, with the passage of time, right, they learn so many things. They learn how to make a fire, they learn use of wheel, and they acquired a great knowledge, right? And then they learned how to do agriculture also, right? Agriculture also. They started now producing their food from the fields instead of hunting or collecting berries. Now they became the self-dependent and they started producing their food from the land by doing agriculture, right? So earlier they were just involved in making their bread, okay, or you can say just collecting their food, right? And here what happened when they learned how to do agriculture and they started producing food first, and then they became more efficient in agriculture. As a result, they started producing surplus food, right? When they started producing surplus food, then what happened, right? Like suppose there were 10 people earlier, okay, those 10 people used to do agriculture and used to grow food for themselves, right? But when they become more efficient, then the two people, or you can say five people, right, they were able to produce the food for 10 people, right? Now what happened, right? These five people, they were not need to grow their food. Now they were free from the task of growing or from the task of managing their food, right? Now what happened, these five people, those who became free, they got involved in some other works or in some other activities, like in large scale construction of big buildings, okay, right? Or in masonry work, or in, you can say, they became blacksmiths. They started doing metal works and making alloys of metals. And some people became the seal makers, some people started making beads, okay. So these free people started doing different activities other than the basic activity, which was agriculture, right? So those different activities, economic activities, right, made, you can say, a different society, right? Or it brought the society to the higher level. Now people were not just involved or were not caring to just grow their food. Now they were doing other activities too, right? So this surplus food gave them a chance to do other works, right? And these other works made their society complex society. Earlier it was very easy, just do hunting and collect food, that's all, okay. But now they were involved various other activities, okay. So this, then what happened, then some people became skilled, some people remain unskilled, so that led to the division of labor. Some people were skilled people and some were unskilled, right? Then after that, gradually they uh, developed a system of writing also and made so many public buildings, and they uh, developed technology also, technology of making roads, making houses, or making alloys, right? Mixing different metals with each other, right? So these all things brought the society towards an advanced stage, right? And that stage is called civilization. That stage is called civilization. So this Indus Valley civilization started majorly from 2600 years before the birth of Jesus Christ, or we can say from 3000 years before the birth of Jesus Christ, okay. So this was all about civilization, right? Now if again we go to the Paleolithic age, when our ancestors were hunters and gatherers, Paleolithic age was there, then Mesolithic age was there, right? Then after that, Neolithic, Paleolithic, then Mesolithic, and then Neolithic age came, then Chalcolithic age. In this age, the first metal to be discovered was copper, and copper was mixed with stone. That is why it came to be known as Chalcolithic age. Chalco means copper, lith means stone. So it was called Chalcolithic age, and then after that, Bronze Age came when in copper tin was mixed and bronze was made. Okay, bronze was harder than the copper. Copper was a soft metal, but bronze was very hard metal. Okay, and this Harappan civilization is also called Bronze Age. Why Bronze Age? Because people learned how to make bronze in this period. Before this period, they were aware just by copper and mixing copper with stones, which was called Chalcolithic age. Okay, so you can say that in order to understand civilization, we can start from here. First, Paleolithic age came. After that, Mesolithic age, then Neolithic age, then Chalcolithic age, then Bronze age. Then after that, Iron age. Okay, right. In this is Paleolithic age. The first ancestors, you can say, who used the stones, the coarse quality of the stone. Then this is the Middle Stone Age. This is the New Stone Age, in which the size, the texture, or you can say the shape, or uh, the use of stone became more efficient. Okay, and the weapons made by stones were very sharp, right? Then Chalcolithic age, copper plus lith stone, and this bronze when copper is mixed with tin. Okay, so this was about the civilization, how civilization evolved. There are various civilization like Egyptian civilization, which developed near river Nile, and then we can say Mesopotamian civilization also. Mesopotamian civilization flourished near river Euphrates and Tigris. Then Chinese civilization flourished near river Huang He and Yangtze Kiang and Sikiang rivers, right? Then we have this Harappan civilization or Indus Valley civilization, which flourished near the river Indus. Now you must be having a question in your mind, why these civilizations flourished near rivers. Why? Because of the surplus food. And how we will get surplus food? By doing agriculture. And how? Where we will do agriculture? Where water is available in plenty, right? So people, those who were hunter gatherers and nomads earlier, they started settling near the places on the places where the water sources were available for drinking as well as for various other chores of their daily life and for their agriculture also. So in this chapter we have studied about civilization. In next video, in next lecture, we are going to study about the different topics of Harappan civilization. Thank you so much.